Hello, I want to give you a short video detailing how to apply for mathematics at Durham University. Okay, so the application is via UCAS, and the deadline for applications is January the 15th. This is the same as most degrees in the UK. But bear in mind that the process of making offers continues right up until March. So please don't worry if you haven't received an offer until that point, because it's quite common for them to still be giving offers out in March. Okay, now the offer in Durham is a little bit complicated, or it seems complicated. Actually, not as complicated as it looks. So the basic offer is the second one here. This is the sort of the default standard offer, and it's A star in maths and further maths, and then A in any other A level. Now, this can be reduced by taking a test. So there's the Tamura test, which I'll give you more information about shortly. And if you take that and pass it, where a pass means getting 6.5, then your offer is reduced to A star A in maths and further maths, either way around, plus an A in a third A level. Alternatively, you could get a B in a third A level and A star in maths and further maths. So it's basically reduced by one notch from the standard offer. Now, we do not accept general studies and critical thinking, but we do accept any other A level as your third A level here. So this A there, as well as maths and further maths. Now, I mentioned the test, so there's the Tamura test, which I will talk about shortly. Instead of that, you could take the MAT test, the Oxford and Imperial the test for those universities. Or you could take STEP. Of course, STEP takes place at the same time as taking A levels, whereas these two tests take place before you've done your A levels. So it's a little bit different, but nevertheless, you can take STEP, get one in any step, and then your maths offer is the reduced one, A star A plus A, or A star B. If you're not taking further maths A level, then I'm afraid you have to do the test. You have to pass the test. That's because you won't have done as much maths, so we kind of need more assurance that you'll be able to cope with the degree program. And in that case, you need an A star in the maths A level. You need 2 A's and 2 further A levels. And then you do need to at least have AS level further maths, and you need to get an A in that. And if your school isn't teaching A-level further maths, there is a program online where you can study and take the AS level further maths exam. Right. Now, of course, people don't all take A-levels, so there are alternatives for all of these. Here are a few of the kind of more common ones, and they're fairly standard alternatives, I think. So I'll just let you glance at that, look at the ones that are relevant for you, and if you have any further questions about that, then please get in touch. Okay, now what's the process? So I already mentioned you apply through UCAS. So you apply, but then we'll request further information from you to do with these various tests, to do the Tamura test and the MAT test. So these take place in late October, early November, and the results are released to you at the end of November. So we ask for permission to see your MAT result, and we ask for you to release your Tamura result to us. So you'll be sent an email about that. So we either make an offer, or we reject you, or more commonly they get graded and held for further consideration. because obviously we can't just give out offers to everyone, because then we'll have given out too many offers, and then people who haven't applied yet don't get a chance. Okay, and this process keeps going until March, when the quota is used up. Okay, so admission to Durham Maths programme is competitive, so nearly all our applicants are predicted to meet or exceed the standard offer. So you're applying amongst some strong cohorts. For A-level applicants, we do, as I said, prefer the full A-level maths if it's offered. And without it, we need the Tamura 6.5, as I already explained. And this is some more detail about if you're not doing it, then we do ask you to do the AS level further maths via the Advanced Mathematics Support Programme. So Google that and you can find out more about that. Now we're looking for evidence of mathematical achievement and also enthusiasm for mathematics. That's basically what we're looking for in your application. So important evidence comes from the Tamura test, which, as I said, 6.5 is a pass, but anything over 4.5 we count as positive evidence. So you don't only give us your score if you get over 6.5, but also over 4.5. Okay, so that's very important evidence for us. Other important evidence is achieved and predicted grades. Obviously, the predictions need to really meet our offer. We go by quality more than quantity, and we don't really focus too much on GCSE grades. For the personal statement, again, we're looking for motivation. We're looking for enthusiasm and ability in mathematics. And for the reference, well, we expect strong references, and quantitative evidence is most useful. So sort of hard facts about how you're the best math student in the school or whatever. That sort of statement is what we're looking for. Okay, the Tamura, the test from that we pioneered, actually. This was pioneered in Durham, and it's now implemented nationally by the Cambridge Assessment Admissions Testing Service, the CAAT. Okay, so it's an extremely efficient way of testing your ability to perform undergraduate level maths. And so it's quite efficient, but it does show very comparable correlation to how people do after their first year at university. It's used now by a number of universities listed here. And why do we like it? Well, we think it's fair, it's transparent, and it's universally accessible. Yeah, we're quite keen on this exam. You do it at late October, early November. It tends to be the same day, actually, as the MAT exam if you're taking that one. And it is possible to do both, because I think one's in the morning, one's in the afternoon. Might make for a tiring day, but you can do both. However, of course, you don't necessarily need to do both, because we accept either. You can take it at a so-called testing centre, and if your school's already set up for taking the Oxford MAT, the Cambridge entrance exam, or the BMAT, for example, then it will already be a testing centre. Otherwise, your school can apply to become a testing centre. Okay, so how does it work in practice? Your score for the Tamura is released to you at the end of November. You get a score from between 1 and 9, so it's kind of like a GCSE scale. The pass mark for Durham is 6.5, and that will essentially guarantee you one of the reduced offers, the A-star A offer or the A-star B offer. And it'll likely get you an earlier offer as well. However, emphasize again, a good score bigger than 4.5 will increase your chances of getting the standard offer, the A-star A offer. So either way, you apply to us. Now you decide, the key point is you decide if you want to release your score to us. So it's a kind of a no-lose situation. If you end up, doing really badly in the test, then you don't need to tell us, and we don't know whether you've taken the test or not. So we want to incentivize you to take the tests and in that way. And as I've said a couple of times already, you can take MAT and STEP as alternatives to this. What's the format? Okay, so it's 2 75-minute papers that are multi-choice questions, but they're kind of Olympiad style, getting you to think a little bit. And you can find more details and specimen papers on the web pages. Just Google Toomua test and you'll find it. Thank you. That's all I really wanted to say. If you've got any questions, please email us, and maybe we'll see you at some point. Thank you very much.